Welcome back to You and Me Ranch, guys. Today we're talking about successful lambing on pasture, and I'm going to give you guys some tips to make it a little easier on you. And stick around to the end if you want to see some really cool eclipse footage. First thing is you want to make sure and remove your rams from the expecting ewes paddocks. You do not want rams in with the expecting ewes when they're giving birth because they'll start chasing them around and it's just a big old mess. I've seen it before and it's not fun to deal with. So take your rams out and put them in a new paddock. Give the expecting ewes some extra room. If you have tight paddocks or if you're running lanes or something like that where you're trying to get more animal impact, that's a good idea to do. But when you have expecting ewes, you want to make sure and give them some space. You don't want a ewe trying to deliver and leaning up against a fence. You don't want the lamb to come out and get caught in the fence. None of those things would be good. So definitely make sure and make a little extra large paddock bigger than what you typically would. Scheduling lambing season is really important. You want to make sure and pick the best time for you, best time for your sheep uh, to deal with lambing season. Each season has its benefits and its challenges. But springtime for us is what we did last year. We got a little bit of a late start last year, so we got an earlier start this time. And so far, so good. We're just in time for the start of the spring growth, and that's going to help our ewes maintain and put on some more weight. While you're out there observing your sheep, you can look for signs that your ewe is getting closer to giving birth. Those kind of signs would be watching to see that their milk is getting full, looking to see if they're walking really funny, kind of walking with their rear end down a little bit and their tail up. You know, there's lots of signs that they start to give when they're getting really close. And it's a good idea to just be close by when that's happening so that you can make sure and assist if you absolutely need to. You want to regularly observe your sheep, all of your sheep, especially the ones that are expecting, but you want to make sure and observe everybody. You want to watch for any signs of complications with the expecting ewes. You want to look for signs that they're getting ready to give birth, and just keeping an eye on them. Spend a few minutes at a time, kind of walking through their paddock and just observing their reactions, making sure nobody's looking lethargic, making sure that there's plenty of space for everybody, and really just observing their behavior. That will tell you a lot, and it will tell you pretty quick if something's off, if something's wrong. Cheap Wi-Fi camera is a great addition. You can just get on your cell phone on the Wi-Fi cameras app and take a look at what your sheep are up to. Just make sure that nobody's in distress, that there's no little lambs caught in a fence or anything like that. It's just kind of nice, especially during lambing season, to have one out there that you can just click on, get a quick look. They might not have the best picture, but you can get an idea what everybody's up to out there. So it's pretty typical for how these births usually go. For the most part, they don't need any help. We've had to help 2 total, 1 this year, 1 last year. But all the rest did it by themselves. So she did really good. Not sure if that's a ram or a ewe yet, but I give her some time, which is good to do. I want to make sure they get some time to bond, and then I can go check here in a little bit. see what the sex is. We'll hang out and make sure that it gets up and gets some colostrum from its mom. Everything goes good, but I don't want to go in there and bother them. Try and leave them alone for the most part when we can. Really helps with the bonding. Looks really pretty though. It's got some little white spots all over it. Cut! Okay, everybody, start over. Put the lamb back. Just kidding, drop my camera. Okay, so the new lamb is working on standing, and then should be working on getting some colostrum. So I'll usually hang out and wait and make sure that that happens. Sometimes it can take a little bit, but this little D's second lamb, so she should be pretty decent at making sure that the lamb gets a drink pretty quick. Sometimes the first time moms have a little bit of trouble. They're more focused on trying to clean them up, and as the new lamb is trying to get a drink, the new mom tends to move away because they're just not sure what to do. But most of the second time and after that, they do pretty good. Yep, there it goes. And she's not moving away from it, so that's good. It's amazing, guys. They move right in and find that source of energy. But for the most part, this is how they go. We don't usually have to do much of anything. So this definitely isn't the best footage. I had no idea how I was going to try to capture the eclipse. So what I ended up doing was just taking my GoPro and trying to cover it up with some eclipse sunglasses. And it kind of worked. I mean, I could see it. It was just really difficult to get to get a good shot. So I did my best.
Look it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, look it, look it, look it. Look it, guys.
Wow.
Look at Clara, look.
Total eclipse. Wow. It is 2 o'clock. And yet it looks like it's about 9, 10 o'clock.
You can't even see it now with these. Wow.
The bugs are coming out. This is wild.
Stars. Cool. Look at those planets are like aligned with it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Now the sun is starting to come back out. That was wild. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Yeah, look at that. It looks like almost rain clouds over there.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh my God.
My dog's confused.